Welcome to episode number 82. Today we're talking about talent, we're talking about skill, we're talking about one of my favorite NFL players, and how not to be an NFL bust. Kind of crazy stuff, but stay tuned. So the big question is, how do ambitious people like us, who grew up listening to the old advice of go to school, work hard for 40 years, and retire when you're old, create a life today that is meaningful, abundant, healthy, and brings joy, while also leading a life that is productive and full of achievement? That is the question, and this is the podcast that will help give you the answers that you're searching for. My name is Del Denny, and welcome to the Upgrade Your Life podcast. Welcome to the Upgrade Your Life podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about talent plus skill. And why does that even matter? Well, it happened because yesterday I took my daughter to gymnastics, and she's 6 years old and she's excelling at gymnastics. I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her. And she knows that she is excelling in gymnastics, and she's very proud and very happy that she's doing this. And you know, I had a conversation with her and my oldest daughter yesterday about talent plus skill. Now, let's define the difference between the two. Now, talent is that natural ability that we're all given with. We all have talent. You know, my 6-year-old daughter has a natural talent for gymnastics. You may have a natural talent for something else. I have talent, you have talent, we all have talent. We all have some special gift in us. Maybe sports, we may be very athletic, we may be very skilled at maybe computer programming, whatever it is, we all have some special talent. Now, the difference is, if you really want to reach your full potential, it's about how do we cultivate that talent? Well, we have to add in skill as the second part of that equation. So you have talent plus skill. Now, skill is working on our craft. Skill is understanding that we can be better and creating a great routine and working hard every single day to become a better person, to become better than we were yesterday. And so we have to have talent and skill. And so I also want to share another story with you that will outline some teaching points for us. And that's a sports analogy. It's a little story about Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf. Now you're probably saying, who is Ryan Leaf? And those that are in the sports world probably remember Ryan Leaf. He was one of the biggest NFL busts there was. Now, if you're into sports or not into sports, it doesn't matter. I think we can all learn from this situation. Now, coming up to the 1998 draft, the Indianapolis Colts, I'm from Indiana, so I love my Colts. The Indianapolis Colts had two choices. They had the first round pick of the draft, and they could do one of two things. They could either draft this guy named Peyton Manning, or they could draft Ryan Leaf. Now, they both were exceptional college athletes, and a lot of people were leaning towards Ryan Leaf because of how good he was. And then you had Peyton Manning, who's also a stud, but he was just kind of okay, not too many frills if there was. And a lot of people looked at Ryan Leaf, but now the problem was Ryan Leaf's character wasn't there. Ryan Leaf had tons of natural talent, but the skills weren't there. I'll give you some examples. When it came to the NFL Combine, Peyton Manning worked hard. He threw, quick passes. Ryan Leaf didn't really take it serious. When it came to interviewing, the Colts interviewed both players. Ryan Leaf didn't show up for his interview. He forgot about it. Peyton Manning, on the other hand, he showed up with a yellow notepad, was there to take notes in his interview. Now, what kind of impression does that give? Here's another one. In the interview, they asked, "Hey, Peyton." Actually, we'll take a step back. When the Colts finally interviewed Ryan Leaf, when they finally talked to him, and they proposed this question, "Hey, if we were to draft you, and you were to make all this money, you're probably going to get paid really, really well. What would you do with that money?" And Ryan Leaf said, I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to have a good time. Probably just go 2 or 3 nights, just all out and have fun and celebrate this. They asked Peyton Manning the same question. Hey, Peyton Manning, if we were to draft you, you're probably going to get a pretty nice salary. Some nice bonuses. You're going to make lots of money. What are you going to do with that money? Peyton Manning just kind of looked at him and just said, hey, probably just going to put it in my bank account, and the next day I'm going to go into the Colts training camp and start watching game film. Now, who would you rather have there? And so I want to really extract 3 teaching principles from this story about Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf. And by the way, Ryan Leaf ended up being the biggest NFL bust in the NFL history. He ended up only winning 4 games in 4 years with 2 different teams. Peyton Manning went on to win multiple championships, one with the Indianapolis Colts and one with the Denver Broncos. And so what I wanted to share is really 3 ideas. The overarching idea is talent is never enough. We have to build skills. So here's the first thing to take away. Number 1, preparation is the mark of the professional. Peyton Manning showed up with a yellow notepad to take notes. Ryan Leaf missed his interview. So if you want to reach your full potential and you have talent, well, don't forget that preparation. Think about a lot of athletes. They don't warm up. They don't practice during the off season. They don't do so well. But those that are constantly preparing and being better, they excel. Number 2, talented people think they know it all. Exceptional people know they can do more. They develop their skill sets. They're always learning and improving. So what skill sets can you learn to become better? Also think about it this way. What skill sets are you going to need for the future? Not just right now, but in 2 years or 3 years down the line. What talents can you have that can build you into a better future? Number 3, hard work beats lazy talent. Hard work beats lazy talent. Ryan Leaf went on to win just 4 games. He did not have a great work ethic. Super talented, not a good work ethic, only won 4 games. And so thinking about those 3 things, number 1, preparation is mark of the professional. Number 2, develop skills. Number 3, hard work beats lazy talent. And if you can take those 3 things and run with it, know that you have talent and develop your skills, you'll be that much better off. So anyways, that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this Peyton Manning NFL analogy. This is Del Denny signing off. If you have questions and you want to learn how to reach your full potential, reach me. Send me a message on Instagram. That's where I'm at most, or even Facebook or even Twitter. But if you really want to get in my ear, go to Instagram. Anyways, this is Del Denny signing off. Remember, learn, lead, and live to your full potential. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes to get automatic episode updates for the Upgrade Your Life podcast. And finally, please take a minute to leave us an honest review and rating on iTunes. Your feedback really helps us out when it comes to the ranking of the show. And I make it a point to read every single one of the reviews that we get. So thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on the Upgrade Your Life podcast. Have a great day.